Hi, welcome back to Makeup with Christy. I'm gonna go off of my favorite makeup artist, Kevin Aucoin. Um, he kind of does the best contouring and highlighting. Can you guys see this? Yes, this picture. So anyway, that's like a really dramatic contouring and highlighting, but it's a really good guide to go off of, and I will post some pictures of this on my blog so you can kind of go back and refer to it. So I'm gonna get started. Again, y'all, these roots, hopefully I'll be able to get my hair done from Paige in just a few weeks. So I'm just gonna pull this back, put a little clip in. I'm gonna wash my hair tonight. It's like an event. Okay, so I've already done my skincare. I'm gonna do a quick spray of the Dior Air Flash primer. Love this stuff. My hands I've just sanitized. So I'm going to start with the Dream Skin Fresh and Perfect Cushion. I'm just going to call this my sunblock moisturizer. It's like my first step. So about contouring, the reason people like to contour and highlight is to define their face, to kind of create shadows, to bring cheekbones out, and to highlight certain points, make eyes pop and look more open, make the pout of your lips more pronounced. I really, really enjoy contouring and highlighting when I got a lot there. When I competed in pageants, it's really important when you do stage makeup to dramatize your makeup so that it can be seen better. That's why I see dancers and cheerleaders and stuff, their makeup's like super dramatic because you need to be able to see it from the stage. So you really learn a lot about contouring in the show life, I guess we'll say. Y'all, and this is really dramatic. I am not doing the slightly contoured and highlighted face. I'm doing really dramatic. So I'm going to use this Smashbox concealer. This is Fair Light Neutral, and it's actually a little bit too light for my taste, but I'm going to use it because I have it, and I'm going to make it work. So when I do the dramatic contour and highlight, I like to do this layer first before any kind of foundation because it's going to be really dramatic and you want it to blend in really well. So I'm just going to, where it looks funny, right? So kind of make an area, go down your nose. Don't put this in your nose like I just did if you don't want to. Okay. Isn't this great? You make shapes with your face. I like to refer to shapes. I use a lot of triangles when I highlight. Okay. When you highlight down your nose like this, you definitely want to bring a little highlight up here and down here. I also do this because it hides the cleft in my chin. If you want a cleft in your chin, you can do a little contouring right here. It's amazing what this can do. So I'm going to get my little beauty blender out. This time I'm not going to use my lavender spray. I'm going to use my rose spray. Just for something a little different. I've had a lot of lavender in my life recently with all my gardening. So I'm going to, oh, shit. Sorry. Want to make sure that your beauty blender is wet because the whole point of this really dramatic highlighting is to really blend it in. You don't want this like ridiculous line across your face. I mean, you do when you contour as long as it's blended in or on the outsides, but for this you really want to use this beauty blender, and it's really important to also to go back through with the concealer brush to make sure you really got under your eye and like the fine lines and stuff. And when you do underneath here, look up. There's usually I also look up. I look up so far north that it gives me a headache. Okay. So I'm gonna take this out. I try to do it at home manicure in the dark. And I thought it looked really good. And then I turned the lights on. Not too much. From far away, it doesn't look bad. Close up, not so hot. All right, so, oh wait. Just a little circle down here. And do my favorite finishing touch. Just go around your lips. This is just going to cover up any like pores that are showing, give you a smoother definition to your lip. Okay. Well, you can really see my redness here. Okay, so that is the first step for the highlighting, is just a concealer. I really would suggest that you use one with a wand and is like more of a liquid than a pot concealer like this, which we are going to use. We're going to be using a lot of makeup. So that was the Smashbox Concealer Light Fair Neutral. So if you're around my skin tone, like, it'll probably work if you're doing something really dramatic like this, but it is the only time I use this. So now I'm going to use the king of makeup himself, Kevyn Aucoin's Contour Compact Look. This thing is really dirty, but I love it. Okay, so there's a cream contour and a powder, and a cream highlighter and a powder. So I love to use a cream contour for the dramatic face. I don't like to use a cream highlighter for a dramatic face. I really like cream highlighters for like that fresh dewy look, like just like a swipe of makeup and a touch of blush and like a little pop of highlighter to make your eyes just open. That's what I like cream highlighters for, or like a cream eyeshadow. Like this is a highlighter, but you know, just I don't use it for this. I like to stick with the powder highlighter and the concealer. So I'm going to use the cream. Where's my brush? The cream contour. I'm really going to get it on here, okay? Use your hand again. And get your brush all going, you know, all your little hairs going the right way. You can use your finger if you want to, because it's a pretty good tool for getting in the line, because you're just going to follow this cheekbone. I like this flat-tipped foundation brush. I think it's perfect. I've had this thing for years. I think actually since the first pageant I competed in. And that's a long time ago. I don't know the brand. So remember, go all the way back to your ear. Look at that. Putting my war paint on. I'm going to go up just a little bit more. So, when you suck your cheeks in like a fish, you kind of can see your natural cheekbone line. And you can already see the difference there. Look at that. How my cheek just pops. See how it creates a shadow effect? So, now we're going to go to the other side. So it's, I'm not explaining why I'm contouring up here. So you're just creating more shadows and contouring around right above the eyebrow in this little section, right outside of where you did your highlighter. And then kind of right under your eyebrow. Again, you want to contour to define. And then you use your highlighter to cover things and to make things pop. So right now we're defining the nose. If you have a big nose, a big wide nose that you don't like, I actually don't have any complaints about my little button nose. But you just go down, follow your brow line, down. See how I did that? We'll be really dramatic. So that's really what you're gonna do. And just pull it up. If you have like a long nose too, really just cover it up, just make a shadow, and then go kind of fill in around your nose. And you want to make sure you keep this really straight here, or else you can make your nose look like it's broken. Really blend it in too. Okay. Alright, so we're going to push this back a little too. Alright, so for me especially, because I have this fat neck and chin, I'm just going to do a contour right here. And pull it down a bit, bring it back. And make another shadow. See that? As compared to this side, there is a shadow over here, a natural shadow. It's not allowing you to see this as well, but I think you can still tell. So you shape your face like this. You know, the ideal face shape is an oval face. At least that's what the ideal face shape was when I was going to school. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this back a bit too. Look at that. Alright, so now I'm gonna get my Beauty Blender again and get it damp again. And just blend that in. Okay. And you might think, oh crap, I can't see it as much. I really liked it. Just wait, we're not done. That's not the only contouring we're gonna do. Okay. You just want to blend in those lines. Blend them in just a bit. Blend, blend, blend. One of the most important things about makeup is blending. And I'm not wearing the hair cover mask thing today because I'm washing my hair tonight. Woohoo! My best friend's coming in town tomorrow, Haley. So I get to see her. I'm gonna wash my hair for Haley. Okay, so I've done what I would say my base contour and highlighting. So now I'm gonna take my airbrush foundation. And this time, instead of spraying it all over my face like I did for the natural face, I'm gonna use my foundation brush. I'm gonna spray it and get it all over, right? Okay, upward strokes. A little down here. Okay. We'll pick the bottle first, and this is how close I'm spraying it. Seems like a lot of product is going to waste, but it's not. And then, you know, if you feel like you have a lot on your brush, I highly recommend this product, guys. It can be used so quick and easy for just light coverage, or it can be used like this and create like a really heavy coverage. Full coverage. Okay. So, okay, I've already, you can see, so it's slight contour, a little lighter up here. So now I'm going to go back to my concealer. So this time I'm going to use the Instant Eye Lift from Trish McEvoy, another liquid concealer. So this has a little bit more of a peach color to it. So it's got that orange base that I was talking about that covers up blue. So any dark under eye circles that you might have, this is really good to use it for. And I don't know, I think this just comes in the one color Instant Eye Lift. Trish McEvoy, I really love this, guys. So I'm just using this only under my eyes. Okay. So we're going to go back to our handy dandy concealer brush. And I go towards my eye so that I can make sure I get right into my lid and get any of these lines and fill them in. Kind of go up over here because you know, the concealer is made so that your skin is one even tone. Okay. Look at that. That stuff is amazing. I promise I'm going to get these pictures up of these products on the blog. I promise, I promise. I do not just have a bunch of time on my hands. I have been working my booty off. Being a small business owner ain't no joke during this corona, y'all. I'm grateful to still have a job. And for such amazing, amazing clients who have kept us going through all of this craziness. Okay. Ooh, look at that. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. All right. So now we've done that part of the concealer. Now we're going to go to our pot of concealer. Again, you want everything to be one color except for the contouring. Oh, so this would flow easier. Okay. So we're just going to dab our blender into the pot. Go one more time over the concealer. Seems like a lot of concealer, but you want it for this dramatic look we're going for. And for me, my redness in my cheeks, I'm just going to use a little bit of this. This, again, this is Creme Brulee Light 2.5 from NARS. Okay. Alrighty. I get a little redness under my chin right there, so I'm going to do a little concealer down there. Okay. Now, for my secret weapon. This eyebrow pencil that I'm about to show y'all is a staple in my makeup bag. Staple. Okay, so I like to do this before I do any of the next steps. So, cool thing about the Dior Show Brow Pencil, and this I use is 001 Brown. So you could take the back off, brush your brows up, because they've had makeup in them, so kind of get them back to where they should be. You know, always go up and over. I really need to shape my brows. That's an investment of time. Okay. So I'm just gonna oh shit. This is really hard to do in this camera mirror. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to show you like this what I'm doing. So I'm gonna make my little line here and then go from this point over. Ooh. The camera's misleading. So I have excess concealer on this. So this is the perfect time to bust this out. Ooh. Almost had some RuPaul brows going on there. We're doing dramatic, but not that dramatic. Okay. Alright, well we can work with this. Ooh wee. Thank God for the concealer brush. So I kind of outline the brow and then fill it in. Outline and fill in. Okay. So there are people who think that this is too dark for my natural hair color, but I don't care what they think. Because I think a defined brow frames the face. And it's so important. Okay. So that gives you a really, really defined brow. After I do the pencil, I'm going to go back in with my brow brush and just make sure it's all filled in. Yeah, note to self, using this camera for my eyebrows is no-go. That's just too hard. Okay. So now for the other brow. So I'm gonna get a little bit dirty up here. Just gonna pull that off. Okay, can still see it. Again, I start on the bottom and follow this natural brow line. You guys, you know, remember, go to here. Don't go over here. Over here. Not over here. Over here. And go to your freaking outside of your eyelid, this outer corner. Don't stop your brow right here. Your brow is supposed to go from one end of your eye to the other. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you there's rules for makeup. You know, do what you think looks best. But if you want to know what I think looks best, then do this. It's like this. A whole eyebrow. Sorry, I just cleaned my mirror. Okay, so now we're going to do the top. Do a little line here. And I'm not perfect. I just got a little extra space here that's not filled in. Woo-wee! See this point? Super important to make sure you have that point. Okay, so now we're going to fill in. Fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. Oh my god. How's that? Isn't that cute? Okay, we're going to clean that up. Okay, so we're done with this guy. Awesome, you need this if you are obsessed with eyebrows. Okay. Okay, just again, trim this. And do one more swipe with this. Eyebrows. Okay, so next we are going to add some HD finishing powder with a fluffy angled brush. I'm gonna put a whole lot down here. Okay, so we're gonna do a little baking of the makeup. And just powder it up down here. Okay. You can just kind of push it out. All right, so now I'll let that sit for a minute. And while we let it sit, I'm gonna go back to the palette. We're gonna use this. We're gonna get this chiseled angled brush. Okay, you don't need anything fancy. You're just gonna dab it in here. A little tap like I taught y'all. Tappy, tappy, tappy. And go back over that line we started earlier. Okay. We want to see some awesome contouring. Look at Angelina Jolie and Maleficent. That is an amazing contouring job. I mean, obviously she's got some prosthetics going on from her makeup team too, but so we're just going back over everything we contoured earlier. Okay. And if you feel like your face, if you have like a big face, or you feel like you have a big face, you can kind of bring it your thing around like this. Some people say you should contour like this. And I guess you can. I don't like to do a whole fluid motion. I think this is better. Okay, and then this is because I have a narrow nose, so if you don't feel like you have to squish it, but I do. So I squish it. And I'm gonna work on this in a minute. Okay, so now we have done that, and we are going to use this translucent powder. It's medium light. Sprinkle some into the tray, to the lid. That's what I always do. And then take your powder brush and dip it in your tray. And change the lighting in here and see if this helps. Yeah, that helps definitely. Yeah, that was making my face look pretty yellow. I was getting a little concerned about myself there. Getting a little jaundiced. Okay, so we've done that all over powder, and we still have this powder resting up here. So I'm going to dust this off real quick. Okay, I'm going to use this highlighter because it's so pretty. I'm going to go back to my fluffy brush. Just sploosh it on here and tap it. Okay, and this is back again to the corner I always come back to for highlighting because it really, really makes your eyes pop and just kind of make you a little triangle here and a little touch here and a little touch here. Go right here. Swipe on top. Boom. This is a contoured and highlighted face. You can really see it better because I have this other light over here. Okay, so if you wanted to keep going for the rest of your face, which obviously you probably do want to keep going, my next steps would be to add the rest of my face. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier bronzer. I'm going to just add that on to my contouring back here. Okay. My Laura Mercier or Bobbi Brown blush. Just right there on the cheekies. Tap over the nose. I feel like I need just a teensy bit more blush. Got it. Okay. So, this is the Urban Decay Pulp Fiction palette. We're going to take just what is this called? 282 Eye Fluff. I'm going to use this light brown. The crease of my eye. I'm going to go all the way over. This is a dramatic eye with a dramatic face. Okay. And I'm following the bottom of my eye from up here so that I can create the shape I want up here. You can use a spoon or do all those Pinterest hacks you want, but you don't need to. You just need to go with the natural lines in your face. Again, when you're doing something under your eye, look up. Okay. So then you just kind of want to blend all this in. I really want it up here. And blend it and blend it. Okay, and you see under here? Go back, we're going to do this side. Okay. Again, doing the same thing on this side. Let's get a little bit more powder. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to take the smaller eyebrow brush, eyelash brush. Oh my God. Eyeshadow brush. This is a precision crease, which is exactly what we're using it for. We're going to do this darker shade. Did I just? And this is literally going to kind of think of it that like frame your eye. It's like a contouring for your eye. See how that just kind of makes my eyelid look a little bit bigger? See that? Just kind of contours the shape of my eye. And we're just going to bring this down here too. And if you poke yourself in the eye, like I just did, just pray for the best. Or get a Kleenex and get it out. Okay, again, just right into the crease here. And right back under. Okay. I'm going to get in here and just blend this just a bit. Okay. Now, so actually, we're going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush like this. We're going to go into this white color, which obviously I love. And I'm just going to go right there. See? And maybe kind of in here a little bit to kind of blend this in. Now, I don't need this, but I'm still going to show it to you guys. This is Trish McEvoy's Eye Base Essentials. So, because I really want my eyelid to stand out with the light color I'm going to use, I'm going to put this Eye Base Essential on to like cover any of this brown shadow that got on here. So it's like a fresh new base. Oh God. For my eyeshadow. Okay. Okay. So see how that's just like a super even, it looks like the skin tone. So now that gives you the possibility of using a light color and it really showing up that you have that light color on. So I'm going to go back to my Kevyn Aucoin palette and I'm going to use the highlighting powder that was in here. And just put this on top here. Floppity flop. And then go out here. And then blend that in. Okay. So you could do this exactly what I'm doing with any color eyeshadow. So you could do this with pinks or purples or whatever. We're just going to call this a smoky eye, a dramatic smoky eye. So I'm going to take this small flat brush I'm going to go into the Brighten, this white sparkly powder, and tap that shit off there. Stuff. And get in here. This is like highlighting this inner corner of your eye. Okay. Done with that. For the eyeliner. So this is my new Trish McEvoy black eyeliner, and it goes on like butter. So awesome. I like it even better than the Marc Jacobs. So for what I'm about to do, since I've been using so much makeup, I've got to clean these fingertips off. So I'm about to pull my eyelid out. I'm not going to pull my eyelid out. I'm about to pull my skin taut so that I can get this on here. So I'm going to sanitize my hands real quick. Get these fingertips nice and clean. Okay. Clean. So I am going inside oh lordy. And so this is just gonna make sure I didn't want that to happen. I'm just gonna be really honest with y'all. This isn't what I wanted to happen, but that's why these tutorials with me are beneficial, because you might do this too, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. So for now, we're just going to keep going. I'm not going to have a heart attack about this. So I have this issue with my eyes tending to water upwards. Sounds freaking ridiculous because gravity. I'm not going to do this at all to this side. I'm not even going to try to make it look the same because this isn't what I wanted at all. What I was trying to tell you was, I feel a hair. Okay. Now I'm going to use Lime Life Black Noir Perfect Eyeliner Pen. My friend Denise sent me this, and it is the bomb.com, guys. This thing goes on so well. Look at that. Look at that tip. So sturdy. Not flimsy and crap like the Dior one. Okay, so, crap. So I'm making a straight line all the way across, and then I have to fill it in at my, eyelash line, so that you don't see. Man, I really jacked that up. But guess what? I'm going to fix it. I'm going to try to fix it. Where the hell did my concealer brush go? So, how I'm going to fix this is by taking the Eye Base Essential and a lip brush, not a concealer brush, a lip brush, a clean lip brush. And I'm going to get a little bit of that eye base on here. Look at that, guys. Good as new. Okay. And I'm going to get my little flat brush again. This color. I'm going to use this mini brush so that I have more control. I can get right into that line. Right in it. Look at that. Good as new. Okay. So back to the liner. So now I'm going to do a wing. This is tough because I'm used to using my magnifying mirror and just take it up like that. A little bit more of a dramatic wing than I wanted, but seeing as how I'm doing it on here, it's as good as it's going to get right now. I'm going to have to practice that. But typically that's what I do, is again, following this line and going out from there. So I have got makeup all in my eyeball. Okay, I'm going to try and hopefully do this one a little bit better. Yes. See that? Cover that up. Okay. That's more of a wing. That's a really dramatic. That's the more subtle. So that I can get this to look more like this, we're just going to go over this a couple more times. The more you go over your liner, the thicker you're going to get your eyeliner. So the more coats you do, the thicker it's going to be. Wow, I got really thick on this side. This is a really heavy liner look, not this. This stuff is awesome. But I have really... Okay, so we're just going to make that work. And put that down. And now we're going to curl these lashes. Get that in there. Okay, okay. Wow, y'all, that's really dramatic wing. I'm not used to that. Doesn't look bad though. I look like I'm about to take off a little bit, but okay. This time I'm going to use my Dior primer because it's been a while. So I just use this to add an extra volume and boost to my mascara. Kind of thicken my lashes before I put my mascara on. And so I don't know if y'all know this, but don't do this with your tube. Roll it around in there. That's the easiest way and quickest way to dry your mascara out. So roll it around in there. Don't pump that air in there. So now I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs mascara. And like I told y'all last time, and I could clean that eyelid up a little bit more, but I'm not going anywhere. This is just for at-home makeup. But I did show y'all how to fix it. Okay. And you can put fake lashes on after this. A lot of people would. I normally would. But I'm not ready to go down the fake eyelash road with y'all because it's just a project for another day. Okay. So I'm going to take my MAC mascara with the skinnier brush and just separate my lashes. Okay. Primer. Roll it around. Remember I told you guys last time, take your brush and shake it up your lashes. It helps get the clumps out. I'm so quiet right now, guys. When I put my mascara on, I apparently can't move my mouth. Bam! So there, now we have a very dramatic, contoured, and highlighted face. And now for the final step, we're going to do some lips. Subculture lip pencil. So really important here. And I'm going to bring you guys close to me because I got to get my sharpener out of here. So it's super important to keep your lip liner sharp, especially when you want a really precise line. So it's hard to talk with a lip liner pen up against your mouth. Start in these corners on the bottom lip and bring it down to the middle. If you want your lip to be bigger, go under the line. Okay, so don't go too far under because it'll look ridiculous. And then come up here and really focus on this M right here. And then make sure you open your mouth up to bring your lines down. Oh my god. So obviously I need to replace this pencil. It's dried out. Okay. Just a balm so that you can make it really smooth before you put your lipstick on. I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar. I love this nude. It has like a really nice shimmer to it. So you could go with a dramatic color with this makeup, but I really like to do a neutral lip with such a dramatic eye so that people will focus on your eyes and not your mouth. Like obviously your lips are going to look really nice with this color and with the outline, but I think it's all about the eyes popping at this point. So now I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs gloss Sugar High. So Sugar Sugar lipstick and Sugar High gloss. And just make sure to rub it into your liner. Okay. So my last step, let's go back to the Air Flash primer. I'm just gonna let it dry a bit. Take the hair out. Please excuse this mess. And there you have it, guys. We have a contoured face and a dramatic eye. I really don't like that wing, but I like this one. Subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and let me know what you guys think, and open for suggestions on what the next video will cover. Thank you guys for coming back. Just to show you the finished look. I don't like this.